I wanted to start this video off by saying that I'm not a mental health professional nor a therapist, but if you enjoyed the video and want to reach out to me, I'll leave my Discord as the first link in the description. So today we're going to be talking about men's mental health and Movember. I originally wanted to make this video a week ago, and in true Canadian fashion there was a snowstorm, couldn't get back to my recording setup, and then I had a few exams this week. But now I've found time to record this video, and better late than never. So Movember is the time of year where, obviously in November, men don't shave their facial hair, or they just grow it out a little bit to raise awareness for men's health. And this year in particular, I really took part in Movember. I grew my facial hair out. It's still pretty gross. It's in development. I still have it on as of recording this, but it really made me think about men's mental health in a little bit more depth than I usually would. I thought about all the things that men have to deal with in their lives, and don't get me wrong, we're not the worst off when it comes to mental health, but we also do have our struggles. And just thinking of an example of this, I thought about kind of Movember as a prime example of the differences between men and women when it comes to some issues in mental health. So I was told at least 7 or 8 times during Movember that I should shave my facial hair because it doesn't look good. And I don't really care what other people have to say about my looks, how I dress, things like that, but it got me thinking. It's weird that in the society based on equalizing gender norms and stereotypes, that it's okay for women to openly criticize men when it comes to things like facial hair, where on the flip side, if a man were to say anything about a woman's makeup or her hair and how it doesn't make them look good, it would be an extremely negative thing. There also seems to be a lot of secondhand body shaming when it comes to men. Especially with the term kind of things like dad bod, like, oh, it's okay, you have a dad bod, some people are into that. Like, if you said that to a girl, like, oh, you don't have the normal body, but it's okay, some people are into that, that would ruin their mental health, and it obviously does for men too. But we as a society have portrayed men as these strong figures that don't show emotion, and therefore we don't receive as much support when it comes to men's mental health. So yeah, those are just some of my thoughts about the state of men's mental health in today's society. And I do struggle with mental health issues. I struggle with anxiety, depression, and PTSD. And I'm willing to say that. I know a lot of people believe that there's a stigma around their mental health, but I'm open about it. I tell people it's not a thing that I want to hide because it's just who I am. I'm not going to hide a physical injury, so why would I hide one of my mental injuries? And that's kind of the reason why this channel hasn't been making as many videos lately, is just because I kind of fell into a rut at the start of the school year, didn't want to make videos, didn't want to basically get out of bed. And I had to basically dig myself out of that hole over the past few months, and honestly, I think I've become a better person because of it, but I know that when it comes to mental health, there's a lot of times when it feels alone, and that's obviously why I put my Discord community in the description, because if you're watching this video, if you've made it this far, there is a place for you to talk about things like this, and you can talk to me about it too. Don't feel that you can't talk to anyone. I know that it will feel like that sometimes. It'll feel like the world's against you. And I know it's important to have someone to talk to. So if you need to, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to talk with you about something like this. And I wanted to share a few tips on how I improve my mental health as a man. This can work for anyone, whether you're a male or female, but I feel like there's a lot of stigmatization around treatment of mental health for men, and I wanted to get a few ideas out for you. If you are struggling with this, or if you ever do struggle with this, you can come back to this video and look at these things and see if they change how you're feeling, because I know these few things helped me quite a bit. The first thing that helped me improve my mental health was making time for myself. There are only so many hours in the day, and especially when you're sleeping them all away, the days can be short. But when you make time for yourself, the days feel more wholesome and more full of things that you can be grateful for. So how I made time for myself is that I would journal at night or in the morning whenever I had time. This would help me reflect upon my day, look at the bad things and the good things, and just get a chance to let my mind calm itself and just write what I needed to say. It's kind of like having a friend you can talk to. Just write anything on that piece of paper, and that's your journal. It made me so much more grateful for the things in my life, realizing the good friends I had, where I was in life. Just being able to get that on paper and reflect upon it is a huge step in the right direction. The second thing I did was exercise, and this might seem kind of obvious for some people, but if you're in a rut, there's a lot of negative thoughts, and it'll be hard for you to get up, go to the gym, things like that. But at least 30 minutes of exercise daily helped me a lot when it came to mental clarity, and it gave me a whole lot more energy throughout the day that I could use, and I just felt a lot better during and after the workout too. The thought of going to the gym was the hardest part. Getting there, working out, and feeling good afterwards was easy, and it felt great. Another thing that I started to do was meditate, and I know that's kind of cliche. Meditation seems weird that you're just sitting there, but there are a lot of guided meditations on YouTube that I'd highly recommend because it improves your mental clarity significantly. It makes you feel more in the moment. I started noticing more things. I was being more confident in social situations. It just helped a lot. And people say, oh, I don't have time for meditation. It's just 5, 7, 10 minutes of your day. You can wake up and do it. And it makes you feel so much. It's kind of magical to see how sitting and reflecting each day can totally change how you perceive the things around you. And I can confidently say that it improved my mental health. The last thing that kind of helped me get out of my rut was watching not necessarily self-improvement videos, but I guess that's what you'd call them. I'm going to leave a link to probably my top 3 that I enjoyed. And keep in mind, and this is what I struggled with, that just watching these videos won't change your life. You're not going to watch the video that stops procrastination. But what does help is watching these videos because they are good with their content, and taking notes and taking those steps in your life where you can start improving the little things, taking small steps, and just doing what they say in the video. Because as I said, watching those videos won't instantly make you happy in life. It's the small steps that they suggest that really get you there. But that's about it for this video. I know it was a little bit of a different video, but I hope you enjoyed it. My name's AidenTheCanadian. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.